Hello, hello everyone. So let's get started with our Monday session. So as usual, if you feel like it, give yourself a little stretch to start with. Stretching the arms. If you've been sitting for a long time, you can stand up and shake your legs. And then when you're ready, just sit back down. Finding a comfortable position where you're sitting. And then when you're ready, closing your eyes. And first, let's make ourselves more conscious about our own body, the space that our body occupies in the room, the weight of our body on our seat, getting awareness as well of the weight of our feet on the ground, noticing the contact between our feet and the floor, and possibly pressing our feet into the floor to feel, to sense the sensations of connection with the earth. And here, taking a second to ground yourself. And then bring your attention back into the area of your chest. And we're going to connect with the heart by tuning in a little bit more with either the sounds or the sensations of our heart beating in our chest. Maybe we can feel the heartbeats, or we can hear the heartbeats in a weird way. And let's just imagine as if our breath is actually flowing in and out directly through our hearts. And now let's just breathe a little bit deeper and slower than we usually do. And here, finding a rhythm for our breathing that is as comfortable and balanced, regular as we can. So we're going to do this for another minute or two, just breathing in and out from the heart in a comfortable, balanced rhythm. Breathing deep and slow. Okay. You might start to feel this calm, quiet, peaceful feeling coming over you. That's normal with that nice, slow breathing. And so now let's just first remind ourselves of the direction that we are giving to our life. So the future, what are we aiming for? What is the vision that we have for our life? Or maybe our values, what do we value, what's important to us? And could also be on a practical level, what goals are you pursuing in the next um, like year or couple of years? And here, just have a reflection about what is it that you want, and is what you want really what you want, what you're aiming for? Just asking you why, asking yourself why this is important to you, why this is the vision that you have, why these are the goals that you want to achieve. And see if there is anything deeper underneath, something even more important, something that you value even more. So let's say, as an example, maybe something that you really want, that you're working towards is, I don't know, buying a new car. But maybe why you want the new car is not for the sake of wanting a new car. It's because you want to be able to move around, to travel. And maybe that's not even the most important. Why you want to travel. And maybe the real why is freedom, because you want that sense of freedom. So ask yourself, okay, where am I heading? What am I aiming for and why? Just be curious to see if you get to something a little bit different, a little bit further and deeper. Okay, and now we're going to start reflecting on the week that's just passed. And so reflecting on whatever worked really well, what is already um, what is already working well in your life that you want to nurture and maintain and maybe expand on, and the things that maybe didn't work as well as you wished or hoped for, the things that you would rather change or have less of in your life. So as you review the week, look at it through that lens. What did work well? What do I want more of or less of? And also today, just compare what did work well and what didn't work so well to the why that maybe you investigated earlier. So maybe if you realize that why you want what you want is because you want to experience, I'm going to say randomly, either freedom or joy, I don't know, excitement or serenity. When you're thinking about what worked well, maybe something worked well objectively. Maybe you had a project and it was successful. But also ask yourself, did it actually bring you the joy or the freedom? Or is it already contributing to that serenity or that excitement that you're possibly really, um, really after in your life? So just be curious about that. And it's also possible that something that on the surface maybe didn't work well because it didn't succeed the way that you were expecting. But maybe the process of it had some elements that were close to these sensations or emotions or that you really want to experience in your life. So just be curious and just notice between objectively what works well and doesn't, but also energetically, what did these things contribute to in your life on an energetic level? And by energetic level, I mean, do they contribute to more freedom or more joy or more excitement or serenity with these same examples? For you, it might be a totally different sensation. So let's do this for another few moments in silence, so you have time to reflect. Okay. So now that we had a little review of last week, let's just ask ourselves if a version of last week was to keep repeating itself in the future, would that bring us closer to our vision or goals? Would it be somehow already aligned with what we really want or the why behind what we want? Is that going in the general direction at least, or is it off track? And so once you get a sense for the answer, it doesn't need to be super precise. Just just being grateful for for this piece of information, not judging yourself in case you find you're not on track or not yet. It's okay, just welcome this piece of information as what it is, just useful feedback. Let's not weaponize the information to judge ourselves. And so now, whether we are on track or not, let's just now bring on inviting our imagination to now imagine the best possible version for the week that is starting now. The best possible version of a week that would put ourselves right on track on this trajectory that we want to be on. So if this week is about to unfold in the best way possible, what is it going to look like? So give yourself permission to dream and imagine. First of all, you can maybe imagine, visualize everything that you actually have some control over, all of the aspects of your life where you're in charge, where you're deciding, where you're implementing, where you're taking action. When all of this is working perfectly well, as in you're functioning at your best, you're making quick and wise decisions, you're taking action in a smooth, effortless way. Things fall into place easily. What does that look like? What decisions do you make? What actions do you take? What progress do you make? And that's everything that you decide and control for yourself. But what about things that are not directly in our control? What if all of these were also somehow falling into place in a way that work well for you, in a way that aligns with that energy that is behind what you want, behind the essence of what you want, the why, the why of what you want, of what is important to you. So if everything works, if the odds work in your favor, what can the week look like? What can possibly happen? Maybe other people making decisions that align with you, with the essence of your vision. So yes, just notice, imagine, what could that look like? A week filled with aligned collaborations, aligned decisions, aligned actions, not just from you, but from everyone else involved in your life and work right now. And now, what if there were some unexpected surprises this week? Things that you haven't thought about up until now. So what can you imagine would possibly sprinkle your week with a little magic? Unsuspecting surprises, synchronicities, opportunities. What possibilities are there that could make your week even better? Okay, and now let's just also invite some extra magic, some extra possibilities that maybe we are not even yet able to imagine. So just setting that intention that there are possibilities out there that are not yet in our current paradigm of thinking. So let's just intend that when we come across some of those, we would still be open to welcome them in our life. That first we would recognize them for what they are, even if they don't look familiar, and that we would be willing to integrate them, welcome them, receive them, and make space for them into our lives. Welcoming the new. Okay, and then for this next part, let's first just notice after imagining a week of best possible outcomes and scenarios, how do we feel? How do we feel? Remember, your mind doesn't know the difference really between what's real or imagined. So what's the sensations that you're experiencing that are already bubbling to the surface? And they're probably aligned or getting closer to this energy that is the essence of what you want to experience. And let's make them a little bit more vibrant in our current experience right now. So I'm just gonna invite you to imagine as if the sensations, the feelings that are aligned with what's important to you, that are aligned with the essence of what you want. How do they feel in your body, and making making them feel even more vibrant by imagining that they're flowing in and out through our hearts with each of our breath. So these lovely feelings, emotions, whatever they are for you, just visualize, imagine that they're entering your heart when you breathe in, and they're radiating out from your heart when you breathe out. And that every time you breathe in and out with each cycle of breath, these sensations, feelings, emotions are getting stronger and stronger. Their energy is rising, it's more intense, it's more vibrant. When you breathe in, you feel them inside your body, it makes your cells vibrate. And when you breathe out, you can feel their flow radiating out into the space around you. So breathing in and out, these emotions, sensations. When you breathe in, sensations, feelings, emotions enter your body. And then when you breathe out, they exit your body every time with more and more intensity. And now there's come a point where they're so intense, they're so intense that we can now direct them like a laser beam. So every time you breathe out, just imagine, visualize as if you're really seeing a flow of energy traveling from your heart into the space in front of you. And it's so strong, so intense, like a laser, that with it, you can actually carve a portal in front of you. Yes, a little bit like in your favorite sci-fi movie. Just imagine that like a laser beam, you're opening up a portal in time and space right in front of you. And you know that on the other side of this portal, you are stepping into a new version of the week that is starting now. On the other side of the portal, there is the version of this week that is most aligned with your vision, with what's important to you, with not just the goals that you want to achieve, but the essence of why these goals are important to you. So now I'm going to invite us to walk through the portal. In your mind's eyes, just visualize yourself, imagine as if you're stepping on the other side. And as soon as you're stepping on the other side of the portal, you can feel it. You can feel it's different. can feel that you're in connection with all the possibilities that are aligned with what you want to achieve, what's important to you, the impact you want to have in the world. All of the possibilities, out of all the infinite possibilities that exist, that are in the space around us, that are held within the field of the universe. Now you are in connection, in intimate connection with all the possibilities that are aligned, that will bring you closer to your goals and your vision. And just inviting you now to take a few deep conscious breaths, really soaking in this new reality where you are being supported, where on a deep level, on a cellular level, and even deeper on a particle level, subatomic level, every part of you is now connected with this new reality and all of its possibilities and what they mean for you and what can possibly happen this week with you, for you. And just enjoy for a minute maybe you're feeling as if these possibilities are downloading themselves within you, into your being. Maybe you're feeling as if all your body, your cells are vibrating to a new tune, to this aligned music that you want to create in your life. And before we finish this session, in order to remember and to anchor this feeling into our bodies, now we're going to choose a very simple way to anchor this for us so that we can remember it easily throughout the week whenever we need it. So here you can, for example, just bring together your thumb and index finger and squeeze your fingers. And like this, anchoring this feeling within you in just the touch of your index finger and your thumb. And you can choose a different combination of fingers, or you can choose to touch your heart with your hand if you prefer. Any movement, gesture that resonates with you, that you will remember to use during the week whenever you need it, so that you know that to bring yourself back into the right alignment, into the right energy throughout the week. All you need to do is to use your anchor, the anchor that you're creating now, whether it's touching two fingers together, whether it's touching your heart or touching another part of your body, whatever makes sense to you. So when you've done that, when you've created your anchor, your reminder, we are going to slowly bring ourselves back to the here and now. And to do that, let's rub our hands together until they're warm. And then just touch our body, touch the boundaries of our own bodies, starting with the top of our heads and moving down our necks, shoulders and arms, touching the front of our body and our torso and abdomen, touching the sides of our rib cage and abdomen, our hips, touching our backs as much as we can. And then starting from the top of our hips, touching our legs, knees and lower legs, all the way down to our feet, if we can touch our feet. And if we can't, it's okay. Let's just press our feet into the ground to remind ourselves of our connection to the earth, to remind ourselves that we are grounded here and now. And whenever you're ready, opening your eyes again, knowing that you're opening your eyes in this version of reality that is very much aligned for you and your highest good. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next week for our next session. Bye.